Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And a quick look at how the Suns' schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings. Then on Saturday, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers coming into town. Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has shown over the years that he remains one of the most versatile stars in the league. He said, "I pride myself on being effective on both ends. I try to do it all, play the right way, and just get lost in the game. I'll do everything I can to win." And guys, there's still not much he can't do with his combination of size and athleticism.
David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume shows it. Thank you. Well, we're looking at teams with first-year coaches, Chris. How long do you think it usually takes to get up to speed with a new system?
You know, it depends, Kevin. Do you have veteran players on your team? Is it a familiar system that guys have seen before? Young squads, they take a little bit more time to get up to speed. It may take till the All-Star break or so.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. They've got Towns, Emmanuel quickly out there at Bledsoe. Then it's Randall, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. And for the Trailblazers, they've got Powell. LeBron James is out there with Whiteside, and it's T.J. McConnell, and it's George. And the three.
With the overwhelming strength of James just brushing past defenders on his way up.
Down low, it's tipped and stolen by Whiteside. And now Portland on the break. Now the feed to LeBron. Outside for George. No good on the triple. For the Phoenix Suns, they come into this one following a loss to the Lakers. Pass to quickly. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Shot clock at 6. Here's Okogie, defended by George. Okogie misses. And Portland with the ball. McConnell scanning the floor. Over quickly. The shot's good from LeBron. James has got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And it's blocked by Whiteside.
But because of Whiteside's instincts and awareness, he can pretty much block anything in his proximity.
McConnell kicks to George. Takes it inside, and it's George finishing it off.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Towns sets the pick for Bledsoe, and the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. McConnell against Bledsoe. Here's Randall.
Oh, James is a tough defender. He uses his body well. He stays with his man and makes life difficult.
And this is year one of LeBron's 2-year, $85 million extension. And Greg, that will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings, the most all time. And it wouldn't surprise me if he's got a few more years left in the tank after that. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. There's the pass to George. Pass to Powell. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range. Powell, the pass to Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Clear it out. Clear it out, everyone. Whiteside's coming in hot. Not a guy you want to get in the way of on his way to the bucket.
Pass to Randall. Here's Okogie. It's Bledsoe on the wing. He's covered by McConnell. 6 to shoot. Randall outside. The Suns need to get a shot off. Really left alone that time.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
McConnell kicks to Powell. James against Randall. James in the post. In Sacramento, he was nearly unstoppable. Randall with some nice D. To the paint. Shakes him. And the layup is up and in.
The big body of Randall using those broad shoulders to protect the ball in traffic.
LeBron outside. Yep, that one goes in there. James has got 6. Suns trail by 4. Towns, a screen on McConnell. Bledsoe passes to Quickly. They get a hand on it. Here's Towns. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. Got to get the whole team pumped up.
The shot by George, no good.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams. The Suns in second, the Trailblazers third.
You're not going to find many teams that were as polished from the free throw line as these two clubs a season ago.
Trailblazers leading by 4. Pass to Whiteside. Now Powell from the arc. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
Yeah, he doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Powell against Quickly. From 6 feet. And that's good off the glass that time. Quickly's got his second basket of the night. And so James will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Now Whiteside. We saw him with 10 points last game. Powell sets a screen for LeBron. Back to Powell. He takes it in. Softly drops in the floater. Powell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Here's Quickly. Trying to get open is Randall. And it's Quickly missing. Portland leading. James in the post. He's defended by Randall. Powell, no one around him. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And stolen by McConnell. Outside, George. Kicks to Powell. Now the pass to McConnell. Clock at 6. And he drives in. Whiteside trying to break free. Yep, it counts.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the Suns here with a different look. Christian Woods checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Jae'Sean Tate comes in for Randall. Evan Fournier's checked in for Josh Okogie. And it's Clarkson in for Quickly. Portland on defense. A 12-point game. Fournier passes to Wood. Back to Fournier. Six on the shot clock. To the inside. Here's Bledsoe. And the shot is long. Trailblazers leading by 12. Outside Dragic. And to get open is Robinson. Good D by Wood. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Phoenix no good that time either.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
It's Beasley on the wing. Guarded by Bledsoe. No good from Beasley.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Bledsoe finds Wood. And here's Fournier. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Clarkson right side. Fournier's shot is off. So for Phoenix, their last game a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles. Now here's Dragic. Tight defense on him. The dish to Burks. Beasley for three. The shot off that time. Suns trail by 12. Fournier passes to Tate. Clarkson outside. To end the drought. Lays it up off the glass.
This is why you like the size in the backcourt, if you can get it. I mean, Clarkson able to take the hit and complete the play.
Robinson a screen on Bledsoe. Dragic against Bledsoe. Outside Robinson. Dragic with a screen for Robinson. Driving inside. It's hauled in by Wood.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Beasley against Clarkson. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Clarkson's got his second basket.
One of the things Clarkson does best is converting off the dribble drive.
Simons, he's checked in for Goran Dragic.
And taking a look now at the stats for Burks, some last season stats for him. Put up about 12 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And to have a player who can fill it up like him coming in off the bench, what an asset.
Well, the offense, for the second unit, is built around his ability to score. He usually delivers.
Here's Simons. His last outing, he had 8 points. Beasley kicks to Robinson. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. From outside, off the mark. Suns trail by 8. Bledsoe outside. To the middle. Here's Wood. The rebound by Johnson. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland.
And, we talk about how Wood has moved around the league. He also attended 3 different high schools, so he's been searching for direction for a long time. Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Robinson with the block. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Pulls up for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. And now Wood is laser focused, putting up all-star numbers over long stretches.
And you look at where he started compared to where he is now. Wood may be one of the most improved players we've ever seen, especially if he continues to ascend from here.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Wood. Robinson with the block. Pass to Beasley. Robinson a screen on Fournier. For three, Beasley out to the right wing. Here's Simons, guarded by Bledsoe. Johnson, the pass to Burks. Shoots over Clarkson. Burks can't get it to go. For Portland, they won their last contest, that game against Sacramento. The shot by Clarkson, no good. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Robinson a screen on Bledsoe. Here's Simons. He kicks to Burks. Robinson sets a screen for Burks. Here he goes. Nice D from Fournier. Beasley for three. Drops in the tray. And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, we got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 11. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Well, an incredible lead for Julius Randle shooting the ball. Breaks down what's made the difference for him.
It's really just all about just me getting into my shot quick and just, everything with my shot that starts with my base and my feet.
Wow, so interesting, isn't it, to hear that focal point for his shooting?
And people often focus on the windup or the release, but it all starts with that foundation in the lower body.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen, Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
On the court for the Suns, we've got Randle. Emmanuel quickly out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Towns, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. Quickly with it, Beasley covering. Here's Randle. Passes it to Okogie. 4 on the clock. Here's Quickly. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Outside, George. Fires from 14, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Pass to Quickly. Towns a screen on Beasley. Towns against Robinson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Towns, not known for his rim protection, but he's improved in that area recently, challenging and changing more shots.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Portland?
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
And with Towns, Greg, you knew he had the potential for rim defense, and it became a focus for him.
Yeah, and a lot of defense is putting in the effort. Credit Towns for improving in that area. And we'll see if he can take another step defensively.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Whiteside's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And Norman Powell subbed in for Beasley.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
Randle outside. Lets it go from deep. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The shot's good from LeBron.
Oh, powerful presence on the court. It's hard to match James' strength inside.
Towns sets the pick for Fournier. On the wing quickly. Over McConnell. And the Suns miss again. Portland leading by 11. Outside, George. With the drive. That shot off, and Phoenix will come the other way. They host the Kings after this game. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, the longest of the season. Back to Randall. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. James has got 5 rebounds tonight. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. BA, thank you. Here's a Kogi, and Whiteside sends it back. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's McConnell. That shot misses. The Suns go the other way with it. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
You got to be locked in on the road. I mean, when there's no cohesiveness on defense, you're in danger.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Portland. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Randall, a screen on George. Lock at 6. Okogie. And the rejection by James.
Continuing to get it done on defense. LeBron takes great pride in rejecting shots away.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Shot clock at 3. It's Fournier on the wing. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Fournier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. LeBron passes to Whiteside. Now here's Powell. Jacks up a 3, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Powell's got 11 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Randall. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That's just a strong upper body. Randall converts through contact. Now he's going to go to the line.
And one thing that separates Randall from other guys, his size. That spin move. He can do it off the drive, in the post, now going either direction.
One shot.
And whirling around the floor, Greg, is there anyone Randall reminds you of?
I mean, they're different players, but Akeem Olajuwon had an unbelievable spin move. Takes a lot of body control, especially for taller guys. But when you do it well, man, it is tough to stop.
Back to Dragic. Whiteside sets the pick for Dragic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And we've got a moment now to look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA from last season. 5th best, the Trailblazers.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
He throw good, Dragic. Greg, you played on one of college basketball's all-time super teams. Hard to imagine we'll see that kind of dominance over several seasons like you guys had at UNLV.
It's true, and we still see dominant teams, but, you know, the difference is now the most talented teams tend to only play together for one season, and so that makes it really hard to run together stretches where you can call yourself a legitimate dynasty. But I still love where our game is and look forward to watching these young men chase their dream.
Okogie misses.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Moves back up, and he lays it up and in. Whiteside's got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers.
You got to keep Whiteside off the glass because he's a huge threat to put misses back in.
Randall surveying the D. The pass to Okogie. Shot from 12. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than average numbers.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Christian Woods checked in for Randall. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, in that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
Well, they certainly made their presence felt on defense. They were active and rejected a number of shots.
Here's Fournier, and Whiteside sends it back. James in the post. And he finishes nicely on the layup. James has got 14.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Towns, the pass to Okogie. And the rejection by James.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look now for Portland. Johnson's checked in for Whiteside. Alec Burks comes in for George. And it's Simons in for Norman Powell. Phoenix also making some changes. Tate, he's checked in for Okogie. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Evan Fournier. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Quickly. LeBron James on the wing. Back to Dragic. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from 12. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got his 4th rebound in this one. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Extends the shot and grabs the rebound. About as big an impact as you can have on a possession.
James. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Towns.
You can't blame the defender too much. James, sometimes he's impossible to stop.
The Trailblazers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And he makes the first.
When we talk about the legacy of LeBron James, it's more than basketball. I mean, especially the work he's done in his hometown of Akron. He's a great role model for the younger players in this league.
Second free throw, no good.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Clarkson finds Bledsoe. Now Towns. Over Johnson. And it's off the back rim, no good. Pass to Simons. On the wing, Johnson. Towns against James. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet. LeBron's got 17.
Yeah, and this comes as no surprise. I mean, LeBron is an incredible scorer, and he knows how to get cooking.
And the Suns call time here. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
And well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path. And I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, you know, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't into college, aren't into school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
And Portland making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Clarkson outside. Passes to Wood. Can they get it? And the 3 ball is good. Wood's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And a fantastic decision maker. Wood recognizes when he should shoot once he catches the pass.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. Dragic against Bledsoe. It's Dragic with the drive. Excellent D there from Bledsoe. Suns trail by 16. Towns, a screen on Dragic, and the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And Portland making a change here. Beasley's checked in. Trailblazers leading by 16. Here's Simons. It's Beasley on the wing. Kicks it to Burks. Fires the 3. Drills it from outside. And the Trailblazers lead by 19.
Oh, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range when there's no hand in his face.
Pass to Towns. Goes to the reverse layup and traps it in.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
And although he's a little undersized as a shooting guard, Beasley is still a great rebounder.
Yeah, and can regularly hit double-digit totals in that area. Very quick to the ball. Always nice to have a great rebounding guard.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And now a look at Eric Bledsoe. How he did last season. Last season, put up about 12 points per game. 3 assists and 3 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
He's off on the first.
An underrated two-way player. Bledsoe wows you with his offense, but he's also made the all-defensive first team.
And the second free throw, good. Portland with the ball. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And the pass to Simons. Beasley against Bledsoe. Stolen by Clarkson. Bledsoe taking his time here. Left block shot on the way. And it's Towns missing. Portland leading by 16. Simons, the pass to Robinson. Here's Simons. Robinson a screen on Clarkson. Here's Simons. Rebound by the Suns. Woods got 6 rebounds in the game. Clarkson for 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Johnson the screen. Kicks it out to Beasley. Robinson sets a screen for Beasley. Second shot opportunity. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one goes on Wood.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Anfernee Simons. Both good from the line that time. There's 1:17 left in the first half of the game. Wood a screen on Beasley. Clarkson kicks to Wood. Towns down low. Robinson on him. Robinson with the block. And he recovers it.
And checking out the numbers here for McConnell. Good season for him last year. 2nd in steals, 14th in assists, and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And looking back at his number 2 steal rate, yeah, he did gamble a little bit, you're right. But he also played some hard-nosed on-ball defense, and that was key. The first free throw is good.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
LeBron's checked in for Johnson. And Towns drops them both.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Robinson dishes to Burks. McConnell passes to Burks. McConnell sets a screen for Burks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. High quality look, and he sinks it. Burks has got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
Bledsoe with Robinson picks him up. Beasley against Clarkson. Back to Towns from 11 feet away, and he hits the jumper for 2. Towns has got 8.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
And here's James outside. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. There's the triple. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Portland in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Warren, it looks like you guys are giving them a lot of different looks offensively. Is that the key to the lead?
Yeah, if every player on the court is dangerous for basket, then it's much easier for us, And for defense, it's tough.
Thanks, Warren. We'll see you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Portland Trail Blazers.
Man, this was a brawl inside. Shaq, I know you like this. But then guys were sacrificing their bodies, making plays through contests, just wearing the hard hat. That's how this game's gotten out of hand so far.
And now time to fill you in on some of the other NBA action. The Bulls have the lead out in Chicago against the Pistons. The lead stands at 11 points in the third quarter. And time for us to sign off here at the studio.
We don't sign off, Ernie. We're still going to be here watching and analyzing the action.
Yeah, right. I'm going to be here watching while you're kicking back. And stop stealing my notes, Kenny.
What notes?
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
Suns trail by 16. T.J. McConnell is out there with Powell. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Paul George. And it's Whiteside in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Pass to Powell. Portland moving the ball around. Powell sets a screen for George. Over quickly, and George gets it to go.
Oh, silky little mid-range there from George. He can really make his shot work from almost anywhere.
Randall against James. Randall no good. Trailblazers leading by 16. The shot by George, wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. George has got 7 points in the game.
I mean, the selfless attitude of James. I mean, if someone on his team has a clean look, I bet you he'll find it.
James against Randall. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Portland's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Here's George, and the rejection by Towns. Quickly finds Randall. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And Whiteside sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Randall with the bucket. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Portland. Passes it to LeBron. Launches a 3. And there's George. That's good on the assist by McConnell. 10 points for him.
To have a knockdown three-point shooter with George's size and skill gives coach a lot of options on the offensive end.
Driving in, and Whiteside sends it back. LeBron passes to McConnell. Outside, George. James against quickly. James kicks to George. 6 to shoot. Whiteside sets the pick for George. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And we all know what George brings offensively. but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Portland shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
James against Randall. Pass to Okogie for 3. No good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Outside, George unloads from 9, and the jumper is good. George has got 13.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Here's Randall, and the rejection by LeBron.
Well, until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Here's quickly, and it's blocked by Whiteside. In the corner, George with it. Misses off the left iron.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
Okogie, the pass to quickly. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Goran Dragic is checked in for the Trailblazers. And the Suns making a change here as well. Fournier is checked in. And it's the Suns with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Back to quickly, trying to get something going. Offensive rebound.
This the look he wants and still no luck. Tough night for him.
Powell kicks to Dragic. The pass to LeBron. The 8-footer. And he banks in the layup. James has got 19 points.
Good work on the block. I mean, I like when LeBron gets aggressive this close to him.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
And looking now at some numbers here for Randall. Great showing for him last season. 12th in rebounding, 19th in scoring. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And we talked about how strong he was on the boards, going hard at it at both ends last year, really helping out his team. Quickly up top, he's guarded by Dragic. They need this. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback. Quickly's got 9.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. And George gets it to go.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Powell dishes to Dragic. Here's LeBron, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Trailblazers.
They based their offense around the three-point shot today, and that was the right move. It's been a huge weapon for them all game.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
Free throw good, James. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Quickly against Dragic. And that one goes long.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Pass to Quickly. Wood a screen on Dragic. Here's Quickly. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. George looking over the floor. He kicks it to Dragic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Dragic with a screen for James. 6 to shoot. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. Dishes it to Randall. Over James. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got 4 points this quarter.
Okay, that's some good judgment right there by Randall. He knew he had just enough space to get off the shot.
And the call will be against Emmanuel Quickly. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Robinson's checked in for LeBron. Tate, he's checked in for Phoenix. Suns on defense. George passes to Johnson. Back to George. Robinson sets a screen for George. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson kicks to Robinson. There's Dragic with the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Wood's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Wood with the screen for Fournier. Inside, outside for Randall. Over Johnson. Randall no good. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 19-6 run. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing with more coaches, trainers, and specialists, so general managers have more to manage than ever. Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you. To the middle, here's Randall. And the layup's good off the glass. Randall's got 11 points.
The brutal strength of Randall, allowing him to finish right there through clear contact.
Takes a step back. Dragic finds George. Shoots over Tate. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 5th rebound in this one. Passes it to Quickly. Fades back. Misses off the right iron.
I like what he was trying to do, shaking the D with the fadeaway. Tough look, though.
Simons surveying the D. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Fournier. Lays it up and banks it in. Fournier's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
A nice shot by George.
Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him and get that lead even bigger.
Randall down low. He's guarded by Johnson. Stolen by George. Here's Simons. Pass to George. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. With the break of the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. The Suns in 2nd.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
Fournier passes to Quickly. Wood trying to free himself up, and it's Quickly missing. Here's Simons. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Wood.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
Randall. Robinson with the block. Outside, George. Drives to the hoop. Goes back up. Outside for Robinson. Johnson, the pass to Robinson. Stripped away. Outside Fournier. 1:43 left to play in the third. From past the arc. The rebound by Johnson. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
No good from Dragic. Well, Phoenix shooting a ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack. And throughout his career, Dragic has been a leader. It's a natural fit for him.
Duncan Robinson called him the ultimate leader. Dragic, leader of his national team for a decade now. Guy just embraces the responsibility of it all.
And the call will be against Fournier. That is his first foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Elise Johnson. Alec Burks comes in for George. Beasley's checked in for Anthony Simons. And it's TJ McConnell in for Goran Dragic. And for the Suns, Clarkson, he's checked in for Julius Randle. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Quickly. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Ariza finds Robinson. Kicks it out to Ariza. Tries yet again. And it's Robinson again missing. Phoenix has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Tate. And the Suns miss again.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And here are the Suns now. The pass to Bledsoe. He dishes it to Clarkson. Clock at 6. Suns keep it alive. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And so it's Portland rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Jayshawn Tate out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Bruce Brown. And it's Noel in at the point guard position. Count that one. McConnell's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Trailblazers. And it's Phoenix's ball. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Noel. He's covered by McConnell. Knocks it loose and stolen by McConnell. At the elbow, it's Robinson. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Poked away and stolen by McConnell. No good with the layup.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay-in.
Here's Noel. He's covered by McConnell. Noel, no good. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. He feeds it to Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Left side, Brown. Pass to Noel. Lopez, a screen on Burks. 5 to shoot. Robinson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. Johnson's checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for T.J. McConnell. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Brown. And a miss there off the inbound.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
Here's Ariza. No good there. The Suns go the other way with it. Brown feeling it out a bit. They need this one. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Johnson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Ariza, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Oh, you love how physical Ariza is, just attacking the D and earning the call in the process.
Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
All free throws good from Trevor Ariza.
And during Ariza's career, he has established himself as an effective role player and fantastic outside shooter and a tenacious defender.
It's Brown on the wing. He's guarded by Bullock. Brown dishes to Lopez. Just 5 on the clock. Lopez a screen. Here's Noel. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Blazers on offense. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Here's Simons. Burks on the wing. Johnson sets the screen for Burks. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And the first one drops. The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting. There's some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
Here's Simons. That one doesn't go.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Strus passes to Lopez. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Lopez has got his first bucket of the night.
Lopez is just awesome in the pick and roll. Love how fast he rolls after setting that screen.
And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Ariza outside. Back to Bullock from deep. Drains the three-pointer. Bullock's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Noel, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And that one, good.
big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Noel, no good. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Bullock gets to Ariza. Back to Bullock. To the paint. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
On the wing, Brown. Back to Tate. Lopez, a screen on Ariza. Here's Tate. And again, it's the Suns missing.
He's got to keep the ball moving. That's not a good shot with the D set up like it was.
We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
And Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive.
Strus passes to Lopez. And the layup falls. Lopez has got 4 points this quarter.
These are the shots that the coaching staff wants Lopez taking. You see why when this is the result.
And it's Ariza in the corner. Back to Burks. And it's blocked. Here's Noel. Misses the 3.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
Here's Burks. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Passes to Lopez. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. During the 2019-20 season, Chris, the Milwaukee Bucks had not one but 2 sets of brothers, the Antetokounmpos and the Lopez twins.
What a special experience for Lopez brothers. I mean, their last season together was in college, all the way back in 2008. Brooke and Robin are both fantastic post defenders. I mean, the Bucks led the league in defensive rating that season. They also had an NBA best 56-17 record.
The first one falls. And the NBA introducing new measures to discourage fan misconduct, greater security, and pursuing legal action, Chris, when that line is crossed.
But yeah, Kevin, we're living in interesting times, my friend. People may need to blow off steam, but let me tell you this, the players are here to entertain, but not as punching bags.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Lopez. Now, this guy, he's a reliable role player, a stiff defender, and an intelligent shooter as well.
Burks against Bledsoe. Pass to Simons. Now Whiteside. Chalk up 2 there.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Clarkson on the wing. Bledsoe outside. Here's Wood. And here is Tate. Over Dragic. Phoenix no good that time either. Here's Simons, guarded by Bledsoe. Simons, the pass to Johnson. Here's Simons. Johnson with a screen on Bledsoe. Here's Simons, off with the layup. The drive by Clarkson. Great D that time from Johnson. And Whiteside's got the ball here for Portland. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. There's Dragic with the three. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Tate kicks to Clarkson. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league, but who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Simons. He's covered by Clarkson. Whiteside sets the pick for Dragic. He goes up again, and it's laid in by Whiteside.
Well, not only where he's most comfortable, it's also where he's most dominant. Whiteside, a towering presence inside.
Burks against Wood. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Burks. Whiteside sets the pick for Burks. There's the drive. It's hauled in by Wood. Phoenix has gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Pass to Clarkson. 1:29 left to play in the final quarter. And the foul on Alec Burks. That's foul number 2 for him. James checked in for Portland. And the Suns making a change here as well. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Robin Lopez. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Wood passes to Clarkson. Into the lane. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Johnson's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Trailblazers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Passes it to Burks. And here is Johnson. Pass to Simons. Back to Johnson. The three. And it's James missing. And it's the Suns with the ball. Wood sets a screen. Now, here's Tate, guarded closely. Bledsoe outside. Shoots over Burks. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you have accomplished so much in this league. How have you sustained it for this long?
You know, it's only a select few. It's not many who make it to this point, and I would never take the game for granted. That's why I try to give everything I can till I can't give no more. And I've been around some great players, great coaches.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.